be more than human.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is J.R. Carroll. I am the author of the More Than Human novels, and today we are back with another book review, and this time we're going back to Mistborn. And in fact, we are finally getting to Mistborn Era 2, The Alloy of Law. Now, before we jump right into that, I just wanted to make a couple announcements. Tomorrow I will be on an interview. Normally I'm the one doing the interviewing, but this time I will be interviewed on the channel A Paranormal Guy. So I'll try to link it below. You know, should be really cool. They're gonna, we're gonna talk about my books and, maybe writing a little bit of everything. So, it's been a while since I did an interview, so it should be fun being on the other side of the camera this time. And also, make sure our January giveaway, you guys picked it. You want a book as a gift. All you gotta do is comment on one of my videos throughout January, and at the end of January, I will pick a winner that has been in the comments. Now let's get into the review. Alloy of Law takes place 300 years after the first era of Mistborn. And so that kind of places, and throughout this, they talk about the motor car, brand new technology, and, certain kinds of guns that they're using. It very much seems like 1890s, technology. And we have two characters that are really the main characters, and that is Wax and Wayne. Of course, right? Super original names here from Sanderson. But I really, without going into too many spoilers, I really like the way he set up, this era of Mistborn. So, we're not, it's not steampunk, it's not gaslight, it's not the Wild West, although I guess in some ways some of the stuff he was doing was kind of Wild West, but I still feel like we're just past the Wild West here. And the way he's using, allomancy here is really, really pretty cool. You don't have the amount. We don't know what happened yet, but you don't have the amount of allomancers, and we don't have any Mistborn. You don't have anybody, at least, that we know of, that can do everything. So now, unless we're just in a different area or whatnot, but and the mist isn't quite as strong, as in your face as it was in the first era, but you have these people that are called twinborn, right? So they have two things, and that's like your max. That's the max thing now, is two things. And Wax is, this detective cop, and that's really what this is. This is a buddy cop thing. You got the kind of serious veteran Wax. Something traumatic happens to him right at the beginning of this book. I mean, you actually don't think that that's going to happen, like, especially with Brandon Sanderson. I was like, I did not see that coming. That was pretty crazy, for him to do that to the character right at the beginning of the book. And then he has issues dealing with certain situations like he had at the beginning of the book. And his cop buddy, Wayne, is a guy who can get messed up, but he has healing powers, which is, Sanderson does a really cool job at hurting this guy and having him come back, whether it's shot in the leg, shot in the chest, or burned, and all kinds of cool ways you could have somebody kind of regenerate. Sanderson does here, and it's a lower stakes fantasy than the original Mistborn. Because the original Mistborn, you thought like the whole world is over, right? It's them versus the world almost. Where this is a very contained story, very low stakes comparatively in this book. But I really liked the dynamic of the two characters. Kind of the way they would feed off each other, and Wayne's a very kind of cheeky is the way we would describe him, whereas Wayne's like the rugged, almost Clint Eastwood type character. And of course there's some romance subplot going on, maybe a love triangle, but we don't really know. But I've heard many things with Mistborn Era 2. I've heard people just love it way more. I've heard that people say it's crap. So far, I'm liking it. I'm not sure if I like it as much as the first Mistborn. But, it could also be because the magic system is not new anymore. Although he does do some new things and does some uses it in interesting ways, still very good. Cannot wait to continue. I might just put the next one and the next one every month until we're out of here. But let me know what you thought about it. Make sure you check out my Patreon if you want to support what I'm doing here on the channel, as well as my writing. But more importantly, be more than human.